I have right here what I believe is the best Maxfind electric skateboard ever made. Hey guys, what's up? Gabby here from Ray Studios, and today I'm gonna be reviewing the Maxfind FF belt. First, let's do a quick unboxing. And here it is. As soon as you open the box, we can see this beautiful board, the Maxfind FF belt. Now, we have some documentation, and we also have a couple of very cute stickers. We have the instruction manual, we have a T-tool and a wrench, and we also have a small Allen key. We also have the charging cable for the remote and the board. We have a power brick and the remote. Hey guys, and here it is, Maxfind FF belt. And in case you wonder, this is why it's called belt, because now we have a belt dry system, and that gives you the possibility to change any wheels that you like. In this case, this came with 105mm wheels with a 78A Durometer wheels that kind of looks a lot like cloud wheels, but they're not. As a matter of fact, this might be actually nicer than cloud wheels. Look at those red rings. That looks pretty good. Now the board have a very slim profile. Look at this, for an 80 board, this is pretty phenomenal. But we have a bigger battery bank. That's because we have a bigger battery. So the one thing, and the only one thing that I did not like about the previous Maxfind FF was that the battery was really small, and the range was suffering because of that. So I will only get something like maybe 10 kilometers of range, which is not good. But now we have, I believe, it's twice as much battery, and same as before, this battery is hot swappable. Look at that easy I got access to the battery. And now we only have one cable, and the battery comes in a battery case. So this is very cool. So if you want to go into some long distance range, like I'm probably gonna have to test the range on this first, but let's say this battery give me, I don't know, 25-30 kilometers. Well, I can easily pack two of these on my backpack, and I don't know, I skate the whole day till I end up like super tired on the side of the road. I can't move anymore. But yeah, you could go like the distance because it's so easy to change batteries. Another thing that is quite cool, we have a grip tape that is very soft. You can see, I can pass my hand around it. If I do that with any other electric skateboard, I will be bleeding now. But this one is so soft, it's nice, and this also makes it very easy for cleaning. And I like it because when I'm riding, I don't want the grip tape to be so grippy. Sometimes I need to reposition my feet as I'm riding, and that makes it very easy. And I know what you might be thinking is, isn't that danger? Like, it should be very grippy, right? Well, for me in particular, not. I feel like it's grippy enough that it's safe, but it's also soft enough that I can reposition my feet while riding. Now, the other thing that I want to mention here are the tracks. We have dual kingpin tracks. That's pretty common with most electric skateboards, but most electric skateboards will have their dual kingpin tracks made in some factory, and they're supplied to all the other brands. They have it made in-house, and they're basically more unique. And I gotta say, one of the best dual kingpin tracks I have ever ride. They're very stable. And they also reverse mount. You can see here, these are the reverse mount. We have the FF logo right there on top of the tracks. And we also have a handle on the nose, so you can carry it a lot more easy. I'm gonna quickly show you the remote that I haven't shown you. We have a newly redesigned remote. Look at that, that looks beautiful, right? It looks a little bit more like futuristic. We have about the same screen when it comes to size and information. We have the battery remaining on the board and the remote. We have the speed, the gear, the total odometer, and the partial odometer. And obviously the direction in which you're gonna be riding. And it feels really good to the hand. Okay, that's it guys. It's time for me to go out there and test this board. Alright guys, I'm back, and I gotta say, this scene really is amazing. But wait a minute. Much better. Okay, so the Maxfind FF belt is a beast. I mean, it's maybe the perfect electric skateboard. So yeah, it have dual keeping tracks, but it's super stable. This is the first time that I ride an all-terrain board with dual keeping tracks, and I actually loosen up the tracks. Maybe they can a little bit too tight, but yeah, have to loosen up quite a bit. Imagine that. So it's very stable at high speed, and once I loosen it up, they're very agile and very good for carving. The deck is quite flexible, but it's not too much that makes it uncomfortable while riding at high speed. It's just very, very comfortable, and in combination with the 105mm cloud wheels, well, this is a perfect ride for the area where I live, that the roads are in such a bad shape, and I take it up the mountain as well, and it climbs pretty good. So it's to be expected because it is an 80 board. When you put a smaller wheels, so you don't put the pneumatic tires, you put the 105, the power translate pretty good, and is very agile and fast. Because some of you actually care about this, I'm gonna throw some of the specs on this board. Maxfind claims 25 miles of range, somewhere approximately 40 kilometers. To be honest, I don't get much more than 25, but I tend to ride very aggressively in the mountains, mostly climbing up. So yeah, I do get a lot less, and also over 200 pounds. It have a top speed of 28 miles per hour or 45 kilometers per hour. And yeah, this is actually pretty accurate. This board is indeed very fast. It have a hill climbing of 35% degree. Motors are 1500 watt each. And the torque on this board is 7 nanometers, which is actually very impressive. It is packing a Samsung 12S3P, 8.7 amps and 376 watts with a 40 volts. That's actually pretty impressive. The total weight on this board is just 11 kilograms, which is actually pretty good for an 80 board. But it has a maximum payload of 100 kilograms, which is actually not that good, since I'm very, very close to that 100 kilogram maximum payload. And it comes with a fast charger that can charge this board in just 3 hours. I really, really like riding this board. The riding experience is pretty phenomenal. It's one of the most comfortable boards to ride, period, from all the boards I have. So you have a flexi deck with cloud wheels, you have plenty of power. The motors are a little bit noisy, but you know, some people like that. I personally would rather have very quiet motors, but some people get excited by the noise of the motors. It's kind of like a Ferrari that goes like vroom vroom, you know? So the motors they do make a little bit of noise, but it's not that bad. It's a nice electric sound noise. The biggest upgrade on the Maxfind FF belt from the previous Maxfind FF and FF80 or FF Plus is that now the battery is huge, so we have much more range, and it's even easier to replace this battery since it comes in a very nice case and with a single cable to connect the battery to the board. You can just hot swap this battery within a few seconds, and it's very easy and not too heavy. Like you can carry maybe 2 of them in your backpack and you could have like really a lot of range. So in conclusion, I honestly think that this board, it is a little bit pricey, but you're basically getting the best of the best when it comes to Maxfind electric skateboards, and it's also one of the best overall electric skateboards. This is actually pretty good. You can replace the wheels, it's very comfy. If you are a very big heavy guy, well, I don't know, you have a max payload of 100 kilograms, so that's somewhere like around 220 pounds. So if you're heavier than that, I don't know, maybe don't buy this board, I guess. I'm somewhere around 205 pounds and it rides very well with me. It's very strong, very powerful, and the flex is just amazing. So yeah, guys, this one highly recommended. I put links in the description down below. If you enjoyed this review, please make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and I'll catch you up on the next video.